Can I just say what happened at the end of the game between the Perth Wildcats and...
Please.
So, for some reason, I don't know how you feel about teams like handshaking each other at the end of every game.
Yeah,
but anyways, we'll talk about
I never
that
like it in finals, but yeah.
Yes, especially in finals. You're going to see them again 3 days later.
Yeah.
Teams are doing the line-up thing. They're shaking hands to one another. And at the back, the two coaches are there.
Yeah.
And Scott Roth,
Tasmania Jumpers
head coach,
Yep.
used to be with the Perth Wildcats. His assistant there, very lovely chap, very nice man.
Yes.
And he was celebrating pretty hard after that win.
This is my house.
This is my house. Yeah.
I love
This is
it.
our house. I love it.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
Dwayne Wade. So he's sort of walking off the court, and John Reilly, the Perth Wildcats head coach, just gives him a little hey, and they have a little chat.
Yeah.
The camera cuts away.
Yep.
And then comes back to them, and they are talking
in a discussion.
Yeah. And for me, it looked generally friendly.
Yeah.
Like
they
were obviously talking about something serious. They weren't just like dapping each other up and I'll see you another time.
A bit animated, but yeah.
Yeah. And then that was it.
Yeah.
Right? And then go on. And then that's
and then I was made aware of a tweet. And you can name his name if
Shane
you like,
Hill.
but
Shane
there you
Hill
go.
tweet.
It's a utensil you buy at Bunnings. His nickname. Very awkward between Roth and Ridley. Why did the cameras leave that discussion? I would believe the emoji is the shrugging of the shoulders. To my lovely, incredible co-host, Dan Constable. Is that your last name?
Just Const.
LMAO, can you, what is that abbreviation for?
It's just like laughing my ass off. I wasn't, to be fair, I was not technically laughing my ass off.
Laughing my ass off. Something that a carpenter has, hammer. Yeah. Come on now, you know that was nothing very awkward.
And
which I was like, is he serious? So what was that discussion about big time? That got you right, because even that's a legend drop. Like that's a champ. Like
I got champ.
I did love your response where you went, I'll ask, which I think you should have. Like you should have actually directly tweeted Scott Roth.
And John. Put them both in a tweet.
So because we obviously had this discussion and his facepalm emoji, like, all right, whatever. But
Muppet.
Yeah, I did message Jacob Chance, who's the assistant coach, and was like, can you clear this up? Because I agree. I was like, it wasn't like they're heated. I don't know if the NBL, who's ever directing the cameras and whatnot, like that production, I'm not entirely sure. But I said, Jacob, like, can you clear this up? Because I would like to know as well. And it was actually nothing. It was, and I think it was more like it was asked in the press conference following the game to John Reilly, and he was very surprised. Like, I'm not sure what you're talking about. And it was more so his sentiment was like, I actually applauded Scott Roth for what he's doing at Tassie. And I think you have to admire it. Like, as a startup organisation, like, how amazing. Yeah. So he sort of like, I guess, communicated his admiration of what is being actually done. Yep. To then Scott Roth, who is a very open and honest human being, to then was advising John Reilly to stay off the referees and to not to get so emotionally involved, which I think, good on him. Like, and absolutely, like if there was one thing, I'd be going to John Reilly and going, like, that's an art. Like, Trevor Gleeson had an art. As annoying as it was, he had an art of, I don't know how he was never getting more technical fouls.
Oh, man.
And even like on the bench, like Trev had this, like, his voice, like the pitch is like something that a dog would come back to, right? Like this audible level that you couldn't replicate. Yeah. And so like, I'd be like, oh, it's like excruciating. Like how refs weren't just like, I'm done. Yeah. John really has to develop that art. Yeah. And so I think, absolutely. Yeah. So it was nothing in it. Yeah. Because I know, like, I mean, you look at Scott Roth, how he is, and like saying, this is my house, and being animated. If there was an exchange, there is no doubt he would have been like, he had a situation with Antonius Cleveland last year where he was like letting him know. So if at some point Scott Roth felt aggrieved and didn't agree with what was being said, I feel like he would have gave him a footy punch, like in terms of grabbing his polo and saying, let's deal with it. But absolutely nothing into it. So another day, big time.
Big time. I'm going to put that in my Twitter bio, big time.